Why hello everybody, Mrs. Doubtfire. Got some more Battlefield 3 beta for you before it releases wide to the public. I pre-ordered Medal of Honor or purchased Medal of Honor. I forget which one it was. Either way, it gives me 2 days of early access compared to other Xbox users. Today we're going to be talking about some initial rush strategy for the offensive side. I was lucky enough to be playing with, he's actually a new subscriber now. He didn't know of me, of course. I mean, my channel's pretty damn small. But you'll see him on there. He's Freedom 20050, I believe. Either way, call him Freedom. He subscribed to me, but he was an awesome teammate to work with. His communication was just like fundamental to the success for our squad, especially, and a lot of the offensive approaches that we made. Right off the get, I want you guys to pay attention to the headshots that don't register or yield instant kills. Now, early on, when this game and some of the details for the game were coming out, you know, sniping is one of those things that was really popping into controversy because of some of the quick scope clips that you were seeing. And as far as damage, like one-hit kills, they changed it to where you actually need to shoot him in the face to get a one-hit kill. But even that doesn't work. These are pretty weak in the scheme of things for other snipers, because these are semi-automatic snipers, or this one is. This is the one you first start with. I actually got the SV98 now. It's a little bit more powerful. I don't know if you unlock Magnum in this game. Like I said, there's a lot of details I don't know because I haven't been following it. It's one of those, I prefer self-discovery through actual gameplay. I'm not one of those guys that go through the grind of looking up all these details. I just don't have enough time in my life to do all that kind of stuff. So these guys right here, it was called out that these guys were camping right there. That, you know, arguably that first one should have been a one-hit kill because I shot him, like, you know, kind of the top of the head as he was looking at me. Maybe his chin, maybe his shoulder, I don't know. It's at least debatable. So we're working on pushing over to A, and that's a headshot right there. Like, without a doubt, that was a headshot. You saw the hit ticker, or hit markers. God, I'm like, tongue's fat in my mouth again. And the only thing that was visible is the guy's freaking head. I shot him right in the top of the head. And the next video I'm probably going to upload is the SV98 sniper rifle gameplay from the defensive perspective. I want to talk about some defensive strategy. And I guess from a sniping perspective, you know, good points of view and places to situate yourself. But even that weapon, you shoot people in the head, and I don't know if it's in that gameplay. I don't think it's in that gameplay, but this is kind of another heads up for yet another video that I'm going to be producing. I freaking played Wings of Redemption. My team was getting their asses kicked. My team sucked. And that guy typically plays with a few people online when he gets online. Not all the time, but I mean, it was definitely one-sided. That match was just absolutely horrible. We got destroyed. There's nothing we could do. We were like stuck in the spawn. We couldn't even get past a lot of the first objectives. But then we actually just completely obliterated the first objectives on one of the rounds. Like, we got it in like maybe 2 minutes. Like, not even. Just completely destroyed the enemy team. And I think Wings was even like negative, or he had a you know, something that was completely inverse from the series of games we were playing before, where he was going the typical Wings of Redemption. He's a really controversial, I would say, commentator. A lot of people like him, but then a lot of people just absolutely hate him. He always gets torn apart for camping. He's very quote campy when it comes to video games. It's kind of his play style, but he's very smart. I consider the guy very smart. He's very tactical. There's a reasoning behind everything he does. He's a pretty emotional guy, and it kind of gets him in trouble at times. But either way, I thought it was an unbelievable experience to be playing the actual unlimited UAV. Hold on one second, guys. My wife's calling me. Alright, I'm back. Thank God for editing. Yeah, so we played the unlimited UAV, Wings of Redemption. That's his gamer tag. I'll show you on an upcoming vid. It probably won't be the next one. I want to show you that sniper gameplay first. Yeah, kind of name drop there. But it's a pretty cool experience. Go figure. The game that the next game, the one I was actually going to record, that I got an initial recording on. Maybe I'll just, you know, show that beginning. We just did really well on the first 2 MCOMs, and we captured the 2 MCOMs like within like 2 minutes or something. It was just a ridiculous amount of time. Maybe I'm over emphasizing or over dramatizing how quick it was for us to conquer those MCOM stations. But either way, pull up the scoreboard because I am very curious to see how, you know, Wings of Redemption is doing, like, you know, when he plays online versus the videos he posts. And he had more deaths this game already than he did the previous games. And go figure, after we capture those MCOM stations and advance over, I pull up the scoreboard, and him and his group of friends are gone. So I don't know if that was just random luck or if they just rage quit and they saw that they weren't gonna any longer be able to record any good gameplay from playing us. So it was a pretty cool experience. That's all I'm gonna say about that. No hate on Wings of Redemption. You know, there's a lot of controversy around the guy, but he does a good job with his commentaries. That's all I'm gonna say. So moving on, time to give you guys some strat. I kind of missed out on that whole first rush, and I hope you guys pulled on the kind of movement and the path I was making. This is the first sniper rifle that you get. Typically takes about 3 shots to put someone down, sometimes less if it actually gives you a headshot. You got to be smart with a weapon, but of course, just because you're sniping doesn't mean that you can actually that you're not supposed to arm MCOMs. And since you can go prone, you know, there's a couple lobbies I've ran into where guys just lay prone and they just sit back and snipe the whole time. They don't do anything else, and that's not really a good way to go about sniping. The next video I do about the SV98 from the defensive approach, I'll kind of show you how to do a defensive sniping strategy. But as far as offense goes, you saw me move forward, take out a lot of key guys that were, you know, kind of threatening our offensive strategy. Take those guys out, move forward, and then now that we're into the metro and I died, I switched over to a medic class, which is where the kind of, as far as this gameplay goes in this map, it's going to be different when we actually get the full game. There's going to be vehicles and stuff. Then you're going to see a lot more engineer gameplay because you're going to want to be taking out those artillery threats and vehicle threats and stuff like that. But really, for this map, the engineer class doesn't really serve that much purpose. The RPGs kind of come in handy when you're protecting MCOM, so I haven't really messed around with it too much. I have a higher level of success as a team when I'm a medic because I'm able to revive a lot of people. I'm allowed to throw down the health packs. And also to clear up some confusion on that while I'm pushing forward and making my advancement. Notice that I'm not sprinting into the MCOM stations. I'm moving up slowly. I'm making smart decisions. I'm making sure I'm clear. Now, the point is right next to me. Before I rush in there, I want to make sure that someone's not going to flank up behind me. So I go ahead and this is the second arm. And rather than reviving my team, I'm going to choose the arm, the point, right? You know, pick the objective over helping out your team. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices like that. So I armed it, then I'm getting cuddle effed by a bunch of my teammates. You can shoot down the walls to the bathroom and actually hide back here. I learned that the hard way. I was getting destroyed, so a nice revive right here to put him back in the action. And when you revive someone, I didn't know this in the first gameplay, and someone corrected me when I kind of spawned laying down, that I actually got revived. And when you get revived, you have the option to actually be revived. Whereas Bad Company 2 is kind of annoying, where your teammates would revive you at a horrible time, and then you get killed again. And so you'd have 2 deaths counted onto your kill-death ratio now, when you only should have had 1, and your teammate's an idiot and he revived you for no good reason. So, but now you have the actual option to deny his revive if you want to and spawn somewhere else, which is pretty cool, pretty intuitive. Dice did a good job of listening to some of the complaints from, you know, their forums and the community and stuff like that, which is pretty damn cool. Something else I want to clarify right now as I float to the roof after I got killed is that the medic class is actually called the assault class. And the reason why I didn't call it the assault class in my first vid is because there's a lot of people other than the hardcore Battlefield 3 guys that are already watching my commentaries and are critiquing everything that I'm saying wrong. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Continue to do that in the comment section because it does clear up a lot of confusion, because I'm not pretending to be a pro or know anything about this game. I haven't done any research on this. I all do it through gameplay and game experience. I just don't have the time to go around searching for improving every little detail. This is nice. This is a nice leapfrog movement of working with my teammate to get up to his objective point, moving to the next room, putting a couple guys down, advancing when it's clear, moving to the next objective, planting the C4, I think it is, on the actual MCOM, and then doing a very nice defend. Watch this rally of kills we get as we're defending this. You know, smart movement, just using this wall as cover as a reload, and then popping back out. And with the PP-2000, there's a little grenade, just getting a heads up. And rather than reviving my teammates, I want to protect this MCOM point, right? This is the second time I've chosen to do this. Now that it's safe, I'll revive them. Make in-game decisions like that, it'll completely change the game. Anyways, the medic class is not the medic class anymore. It's not called that, at least. It's called the assault class, so I apologize for that last video when I said it was the medic class if I confused some of you. But the reason why I did that, come on guys, this is the medic class. You have health packs, and you've got a defibrillator. You are the medic. It's called the assault class, but come on, you're the medic. That's what it is. So again, I apologize for calling it the medic class when it is indeed the assault class, but there are a lot of viewers that are new to this game that haven't looked up a bunch of content or looking up all the little details about it, and they would be kind of confused if I told them it was a medic class, because there's no associating an assault to a defibrillator to revive your teammates and medic packs. You know, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I just want to, you know, kind of get that off my chest and go, oh man, I feel so much better now. I kid. And so I'm going to get punished right here, and this can kind of bring into this next strategy, or, you know, kind of tip, I should say. When you're advancing to the next points, when you're allowed to advance to the next point, if you're going to be the first guy to breach through these doors, there's 3 doors out of this this metro, this subway, going to the next MCOM. And what people do, what people have caught on to, is they know that they can get really easy kills when it's time to move on. The map expands, it's time for the next set of MCOMs. They sit down, they lay down usually, and they camp those doorways because they know you have to funnel through that you just got those MCOMs, that there's a time that that doesn't allow you to advance, to make sure that, you know, they can kind of build up somewhat of a defense. Kind of flub with the jump. The jump's kind of a hit or miss. It's kind of funky. I don't know, maybe it might be something that gets fixed when the beta comes out, but it's kind of clunky a little bit right now. It works, then it doesn't work. This is the 3rd MCOM I'm going to be arming. It did pretty good. I did pretty good this game, but it's all attributed to the team. So anyways, when you're rushing out to those next MCOMs, you got to be really careful, because guys are already camping those initial doorways and exits to the next MCOM, and they're waiting for you to funnel through there so they can get, you know, those easy kills for people already rushing to the next MCOM. So you got to play safe. You know, time is elapsing. I know you're excited and you want to get to the next MCOM, but play it smart. And there's a new thing, new attachments and equipment for your actual guns, where you get flashlight attachments, and they do a really good job of blinding opponents. And I'm probably going to do a strat video on that after a few more videos. There's just going to be so much content for this. You can actually toggle the flashlight, and people don't know that. For the people that have been playing this game, not everybody at least, I know most of you do. And you got to use that strategy. You can't walk around with the flashlight blaring all the time, because you're going to see that glare across the map. You're going to see when someone's running, and you're going to see the flashlight around a corner if someone's like running over to you, so you know that he's coming your way. And so there's times to use it. Toggle it off. You see a guy, toggle the flashlight on. It completely blinds the opponent's screen. They can't see you, and then you take the opponent out. And that's one of those things I think that's going to be fundamental when you're moving to the next MCOM station. You turn those points, and you know there's going to be people camping there. Is to toggle on that flashlight, blind the people that are camping around the corners, and try to catch them off guard. Anyways, a bunch of content to come. So thank you so much for the support on the first beta gameplay footage I posted a couple days ago, the very first day for the Medal of Honor early access people for the Xbox 360. Thank you for leaving all those comments. That's what I want. I want to see tons of comments. I want to hear everything you guys have to say, think, all, you know, little tips, everything in the comments underneath my videos. I love that. Just do it. Just completely stock the video full of comments. I read all of them, guys. I swear to God. Also, remember to like and favorite the videos. It helps me out so much and grows my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. Continue, and I'm gonna keep on producing Battlefield 3. There's the last beta video for you. There's some recommendations, and I'll catch you guys later.